How can I help you?
I just trying to sell this thing. It's a key gun.
A key and a gun. If you have a gun on your key, you must live in a really bad
Oh,
neighborhood.
it's nasty, I'll tell you. Well, this was in a box with a bunch of other keys. I looked at it, and it looked like more than just a key. So I figured, what the heck? It's worth something.
Where did you get this?
My wife and I travel, and we stop at a lot of flea markets or antique shops. Thought it was interesting.
So how much did you pay for it?
I paid $40 for it.
Okay. I've seen a lot of old guns, and I've seen a lot of old keys. But I've never seen a gun key or a key gun. I don't know what the hell this thing is. Did you ever try and shoot it?
No. I wasn't even sure if you could shoot it.
Well, it's definitely a gun. It's a real primitive gun, but it's a gun. It's an old matchlock gun. It was the first gun with a trigger. Before this was you would just take a fuse in your hand and just go like that.
Oh boy.
And then they came up with this big innovation right here that would hold the fuse. Fill this full of gunpowder, put their little rope in there, and go. What gets me is I can't understand why it's on a key. You know, I just can't figure out if they took a key and made a gun out of it, or they took a gun and made a key out of it. It's not every day I get stumped, but yeah, you did it.
Well, how old do you think it is?
I think it's 1600s or earlier. I mean, it's just the way the patina is, the way the metal is. It's really hard to fake aging metal like this because this is iron, and iron will rust, and then after a long time, the rust will turn black. I'm pretty sure this thing is genuine, but I don't know what it's worth. But I do like it a lot. So I'm gonna take a small gamble on it. So what do you want for it?
$1,100.
Nah. You know how you paid for $40 for this and took a shot in the dark? I'm paying $200 and taking a shot in the dark.
Yeah, how about 500?
No, I'd go like $200.
$250?
I just don't know enough about it.
All right, what the heck?
Okay.
200.
All right, let's go do some paperwork.
Most of the stuff in my house I don't make anything off of. I sold this for $200, made a $160 profit. I'm happy.
Well, I bought this yesterday. It was a complete shot in the dark.
I'm an expert in antique arms and armor, primarily from the 16th century through the 18th century. I've been in this business for at least 25 years as a collector and a dealer. How'd you get it?
Well, Samuel, someone walked in here, said he was at like a flea market. I mean, honestly, the only reason I bought it is because it looks really old.
I've seen a couple of these before, but they are really rare. And this was handmade, and most likely it's probably, 17th century. This was intended to actually work a lock as well as being a gun.
I really don't understand it, why anyone would even make the thing.
This could have belonged to, a jailer in the 17th century. If you were to put just a bunch of buckshot in here, it would ruin your day. But is it practical? No.
I can't believe some jailer had to walk around with this thing. It's a ridiculous thought. It's not exactly an intimidating weapon.
This is one of those unique items that is going to be a cross-collectible. It's going to appeal to not only a key collector, but a gun collector. Okay. So you're going to have two different arenas fighting for it. I think it probably would be, especially in an auction, $1,200 to $1,500. Now you just need to find the buyer.
Well, that's why I called you.
I figured you were going to say that.
Sean is always down here at the shop helping me out, authenticating and pricing items. And every once in a while, I even sell him something. So what would you give me for it?
Well, I don't know. I would definitely give you a profit. What, realistically, what do you want for it?
I'll take $500 for it.
Boy, this is an awkward spot for you to be in.
You know what? I'll go $450 because you help me out all the time.
Fair enough.
All right. I'm happy to make a deal with Sean. He's a great guy, and he helps me out all the time. But the best part is, he asked me to come and watch him shoot it today. It's going to be awesome.
All right. I'll pay you next week. Later. I'll lock the door on the way out.
You sure you want to shoot this thing? I think it could blow up.
It could. It really could. If you loaded it incorrectly and created too much breech pressure, since this thing is so old, you don't know what's going to happen.
It's just like the dumbest idea I've ever seen in my life.
Keep talking, you're gonna talk me out of doing this. This is something that dates to the 17th century. You just can't trust the integrity of the metal. The first thing I've got to do is make sure that the bore is clear. Blowing compressed air just clears it out. We're gonna put 30 grains.
Sure you want to put that much gunpowder in it?
Yeah, why not? Today we're gonna fire this thing, but we're not gonna shoot a projectile out of it.
How the hell do you light that thing?
We're gonna make a wick. Back in the day, they would have used probably some kind of a hemp cord.
Okay.
Something that once they lit it, it would just be a real slow burn. When it's lit, you pull that trigger down and it lowers that hot ember into the pan, igniting the priming powder, making it shoot. One of the things I really have to pay attention to is that once I light this wick, that it doesn't get anywhere near this pan until I'm ready to shoot it.
Okay.
You know, I can't believe anybody would want to rely on this thing to protect themselves. I mean, it was just such a ridiculous design. Okay, so you ready to fire it?
No, but I'm ready to watch you shoot it.
Oh, come on, man.
There ain't no way I'd shoot that thing.
I'm starting to feel like chum.
I'm really excited to see this thing fire. And I'm even more excited that for once, I'm not at risk of paying someone workman's comp.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully.
All right.
Come on.
The criminal is beating your ass now.
It's really amazing the amount of time that lapses trying to shoot this thing and make it fire. You know, I'm hoping back in the day they would have refined it a bit, because today's experience, I would have been dead.
Criminal would have beat your ass before you got the thing off. You know what I mean?
Seriously, I would have been just absolute toast.
You've just been like, stay away. Ah, ah, ah.
And it's not like you can go, wait a minute, time out, I can't get it to work.
What is this?
This is a Frostmourne sword from the World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft?
That's a video game, right?
I think it's like the biggest video game of all time.
Chum, you know about this, right?
How big of a nerd do you think I am?
I have a World of Warcraft sword that I'm hoping to sell today. I'm a pretty big gamer. I was really into World of Warcraft for a long time and just recently decided to move on to other things. It's still in its original box. I have not taken it out and played with it much. So as far as I can tell, I think it's in perfect condition.
Okay. Can we see it? Is it?
Yeah, sure.
Let's take it out. Here, I'll help you. Whoa, that thing is pretty cool. Here, let me hold this right here. Let me check this thing out here.
Here, let's...
Whoa. This thing is badass. What do you think this is made out of?
The blade looks like it's made out of steel.
The World of Warcraft came out in 2004. It was huge. The game was so big that in 2008, Epic Weapons actually started producing weapons from in the game.
So this sword is like the real-life version of the sword used in the game.
The sword is called Frostmourne. This sword belonged to the Lich King in the 3rd edition of the game.
So what do you do in the game? You just fight other people?
Yeah, I mean, there's like all of these different characters that you can fight against.
Or like me and you could be on separate computers fighting each other, you know? So you can fight real world people and you can fight other characters that are controlled by the game.
Okay, is this one of those games where people stay up for like 2 or 3 days and play it?
Sometimes people play this, they play for days and days and days and days. Oh, check it out. Go ahead, hold this bad boy. Hold it like a real sword. Don't you feel badass?
No, I feel kind of silly.
To be honest with you, you look kind of silly. It looks way better in my hands. You afraid I wield the power, Rick? Frostmourne hungers.
I have no idea what you just said. Please put it down, chum. How much you want for this thing?
I'm thinking $5,000.
Really? I have no idea what this thing is worth. So, can you call up Steve for me? Put it down.
I was gonna take it with me.
No, you're not gonna take it with you. Give him a call and he'll help us out.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
World of Warcraft, the game of all games.
World of Warcraft is huge. It's incredible what World of Warcraft has done in the world of gaming. It's one standalone game. And Blizzard Entertainment, the company that kind of created the whole thing, has netted around $9 billion on the game.
But that's a lot of money.
So this is the Frostmourne sword. What do you know about this thing?
Well, you know, video game memorabilia and props have gotten really, really big. This sword in the game is the Lich King's. You definitely had to have this sword if you wanted to be one of those top-tier players. So this sword became one of the most desirable pieces of memorabilia, something that, hey, if I couldn't get it in a game, at least I could take it home.
Okay, so is this thing authentic or is it just a knockoff?
So let me take a look at it. Do you mind if I?
Sure, go ahead.
Now it's in dangerous hands.
These things are amazing. I mean, there's a couple really unique traits about it. One, you do have the Epic branding and logo on the back of the sword here. And on most of the replicas, it doesn't actually have the black laser engraving. So this is definitely an authentic one. You're looking at one of the most desirable pieces of World of Warcraft collector items.
Okay, that said, what's this thing go for it?
Well, you know, these things have sold for as much as $5,000 at one time. However, you're gonna have to find someone who actually wants an authentic one. Someone might be satisfied at having a replica hang on their wall. I think you probably are gonna be able to get somewhere around $1,350 for this.
Okay, thanks, man.
No problem. Thanks, Joe.
All right. He just told me it's gonna be hard to sell.
Yeah, boy.
I'll give you $600 for it.
I mean, I don't think I can do 600. Could I get 1,000 for it?
I have to resell it. It's gonna sit there for a while. I'll make it easy on you. I'll go $750 on it. I'm not gonna go a penny more.
I'll agree to the 750.
Okay, $750. Go write them up, chum. Leave the sword here. I will put it in the box.
You want to play with it, don't you?
No, I don't want to play with it.
I'll meet you right over there, write it up while he plays with the sword.
Cool.
So earlier, a guy came in the shop with a really old set of crutches. They have brass flintlock pistols built into them, and we're thinking English Navy. But I have no idea what they're worth, and the only person I can think of that might come up with a price is Alex Kramer. So he's coming in.
Hey, guys.
Hey, how's it doing?
See you, man.
So, it's not quite a peg leg gun.
But it's pretty close.
They're flintlocks. They look late 18th, early 19th century, so I'm figuring it was an officer with a peg leg.
Basically, he doesn't know anything about him and he won't admit it, but that's why we called you down here.
Okay. Do you mind if I pick it up?
Yeah, please. Yeah, help yourself.
So, I'll just start with the pistols. They are flintlock. Wow, that is so cool. So normally there'd be a side plate here, right, which holds the lock to the wood of a stock. They did away with the side plate and actually put in sort of little brass washers on each end, and you can see how the screw is designed. So they took the original screws, created brass washers, and just grafted them right into like it looks like an existing pair of crutches. So basically, you would have it here, it would be loaded, and you'd kind of bring it up and fire. That is so cool. Let me see. So capped Morris Royal Navy for sure. So it would make sense to me that it was a captain who got injured. If this guy's on crutches and he's, injured or has one leg or something, he needs some self-defense.
That's crazy.
This is built in. I mean, how quickly could you do that if you had to?
So what do you think it's worth?
Normally, I like to give you an immediate evaluation and a price. I'm not there with these. The first unknown is this captain. I'm not exactly sure who that is, and I want to research it to see if it lines up with why these even exist. And the other thing is I'd really like to test fire them.
Let's do it.
Would you?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let me get my phone. We'll change numbers and we'll get to the range.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds
Be
good.
right back.
All right, thanks.
Now, I did do some research on the engravings. So that engraving says Captain J.N. Morris, and J.N., I believe, stands for James Nicol Morris. He was in the Battle of Trafalgar, which was essentially the sea battle that stopped Napoleon's expansion in Europe on October 21st, 1805. He took a shot to the knee. He had to use crutches all the way until his death at 1830. So theoretically, it all lines up.
That's incredible.
I didn't give Rick a value at the shop because I needed to do more research, and I'm really glad I didn't. These crutches belong to a famous sea captain in the Royal Navy. It just doesn't get any better than that. Any kind of historically significant item, especially one that's a little kooky, you know, like pistols and crutches that are 200 years old, is a good item for Rick and a good item for the shop. Are there any volunteers for firing them?
That's why I'm here.
He's got to be good at something.
I set up some apples on strings because they're kind of fun to aim at. It's going to be very hard to hit them, so I want you to get pretty close if you're going to fire them.
Okay,
All
sounds
right.
good.
All right, you guys come over here. I'm going to load them. All right, so go ahead and put on your eyes and ears. This is triple F black powder. Okay. Okay, so this one's going to be ready. And that one's ready.
All right, you ready, chum?
All right, Rick, I told you once, and I'll tell you again. I'm gonna need that raise. Not bad for a one-legged captain. Arg, I think I got her, mate. That's how it's done.
Well, they work, and Chum didn't kill himself.
All right. Pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, so, what do you think they're worth?
It's hard to value something like this because it's, you know, you haven't seen another one come through. But I think the association with the engraving of the name of the Captain Morris and his association with Trafalgar, and the fact that they're so unique and that they work, I think at the right auction, $25,000 for it.
Okay.
You like that?
That's what I'm saying.
All right, I'm gonna leave you to it.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Can you give me a ride?
Absolutely, buddy.
Okay. So what will you take for him?
Alex said 25 racks. I want 25 racks.
Well, good luck with that. If you want to put it in an auction, you can go get paid a year and a half now.
I don't know anything about auctions, so yeah.
So I'll give you 10 grand.
Well, I mean, they're valued at 25. Can we go, let's go 20. Can we go 20? Let's go 20,000.
I might get 20,000 out of them if I sell for 25.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be fair with you. I'll give you 13 grand.
What about 15? Can we go to 15 at least? I mean, come on, 15.
You know what? There is always the possibility you can go for more than that at auction. I could do much better. So, you know what? I'll risk it at 15.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you. Let's do it.
So bring them down to the shop. We'll do some paperwork. I'll get you paid.
Okay. This is pretty awesome. I'm more than happy with $15,000 because that's more than what I walked in with, and it's way more than what I was expecting. Also, the fact that it's a little piece of history to it, that makes it even more valuable, just to me personally, and I dig that.
What do we got here?
It's like a really cool blowgun I came up on.
Oh, let me see this.
No, don't touch it.
Looks like a peace pipe to me, man.
Yeah, man, it could be. That's what I thought it was at first. My blowgun's handmade from bone. I don't know how old it is, and I actually shot it twice. It's pretty accurate. So I like to sell it because I got animals and kids and stuff around the house.
You know anything about it?
Shoots darts.
They're not poisonous, are they?
Not that I know of. You know. Supposedly it's made out of bone.
Okay, do you know what kind of bone?
Cow? I don't know.
I mean, it's awfully fancy looking. The only ones I've really read about are the ones they used in South America, like the Amazon. They've actually been around for thousands of years. They had this really weird process where they'd actually make the poison darts. They'd catch these frogs, and I guess it was the skin on the frogs was
Right,
really
poisonous
poisonous,
frog.
and they were able to make poisonous darts, and they would hunt with them, which is sort of creepy.
People have been using blowguns for thousands of years. It's an ingenious way of turning lung power into a dangerous weapon. And in the right hands, they're absolutely deadly.
This still works. Do you guys have any targets?
If you turn around on the back of his head, we can draw a target on the ball spot.
You know, I can shoot one into the floor if you don't mind.
Let me see.
All right.
You don't want to blow like that. You want to pop.
Awesome.
Damn, that looks like it would hurt. Now, how much were you looking to get out of it?
Possibly 100.
All right, here's the problem. It's not that old because bone ages to a yellow color, and this is still perfectly white.
Well, it's not that white. You know, it's got a little yellow on there.
Okay, well, I mean, this is how new bone looks, more or less, when they carve it. I mean, literally, this can't be more than a few years old. You can probably pick this up in a market over there for like maybe 40, 50 bucks. I think it's just a tourist piece they sold.
So what's your best offer?
I wouldn't even make an offer on it. There's just no money here. If I do have stuff like this in the store, I don't want one of my employees accidentally selling it for maybe an antique, so I generally don't even keep stuff like this in the store.
Okay. So that's it.
That's it, man. Sorry.
I think it's worth $100, but, you know, that's his opinion, and, you know, I respect that. So I guess I'll just sell it on the internet.